both the mics are on, the video's on, and I'm pretty sure this is how Joe Rogan starts his. He just starts it. That's normally how it goes. I mean, this could even be in it. We could just pause the podcast for dinner.
Yeah, I'm done.
Let me just make sure this is recording. Yo! I don't know if I should purposely talk like not that loud, so because I swear this picks up so loud.
What is up, y'all?
Welcome, y'all, to the OLI BEV podcast, episode 1. Oh my goodness, guys! Welcome everyone, and I hope you're all hyped up for this podcast. It's gonna be quite a ride. I'm hoping by episode 1,000 I can look back on this and my life's improved from this podcast or whatever have you. Today, for the first episode, I'm joined by a very special guest, Isaac Stacey.
Thank you for having me. It's an absolute pleasure to join the Ollie Bevan show.
Of course.
Of course.
But today you've done some sort of film.
Yeah, I have.
The thing is, I feel like I'm acting doing it.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I should try and be myself more, but
because when you went, what on some sort of film, you never talk like that.
let's see. Bro, what are these ads?
No.
Hopefully you guys like the what game is this?
Super Ghouls and Ghosts. It's an absolute classic. I think everybody should know what this game is.
Cold. Anyway, sorry I interrupted your film
It's all good.
talk.
What would you what do you want to know?
Just let everyone know what it is and maybe a bit of a sort of what the plot is.
Of course. So basically, I submitted an application to join the BFI short film course, which has gone extremely well. We've just finished production on it. Very good. Made a movie. Joined by Fashane Monroe, and Laura. Can't remember her last name. My bad. But it's been an absolute pleasure working with them. We've created what I believe to be a very good short film. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure working with all the crew as well, and Arthur. Big up Arthur Longshore writing the script. Very good script writer. But yeah, I was the director of the movie.
And this is the first thing you've directed?
Yeah, this is my filmography off to the start. I hope to keep it going. I'm so pleased with the outcome of this. So pleased that the BFI had me on, and we could make that movie as successful as my vision.
Yeah. And did the screenplay play out how you wanted? I know you were very critical on Arthur.
Well, we did have a little problem with the screenplay, as it got changed a little bit, and we didn't like that. But overall, and looking at it now, they were pretty good changes. So happy that they happened, and I think for the overall outcome, it made more sense.
Valid, guys, valid.
Mm-hmm.
We're not really too sure how long these episodes are going to be. We're just gonna kind of ramble on, see where the journey goes. But so far, I feel like how I do when I used to do my old YouTube videos. Sort of I sort of get in a frisky mood. I talk a bit different to how I usually did. Hopefully, because of how long it is. Because normally the YouTube videos I used to do were maximum 20 minutes. So I'd put on this act or whatever. I mean, you know from my very old. Do you remember my Subway Surfers? I used to do that voice.
That voice, yep.
Wow. But with this, it's gonna be a lot longer. So hopefully I can settle down and have some nice conversations. If this, if anyone else wants to come on, by the way, I should probably say this at the end, but if anyone likes this and you want to be on, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. I'll leave my socials in the description. I should probably say this at the end, but
It's all good. Little cheeky
Is there
promo.
anything you wanted to add about your film, or did you want to move on to something?
Well, it was just a bit of a blast. I have the script that I used. Take a little written by Arthur Longshaw.
Do you?
The movie it's a working title, but it's called With Haste currently. But that's soon to change. I've also might have to put the mic down here. I've got a
Don't want to hold it.
little souvenir from the movie, which I'll show you now.
Cold.
Oh my god! As you can see, the guy who was wearing this for Shane, amazing actor. Yeah, he wasn't doing very well in this. He got shot, but this is the shirt he wore. Got to keep it as a little souvenir. Very chuffed with that. So yeah, that's all I can really say about it. Overall, it was just an amazing experience, to be honest. Really enjoyed it. Definitely worth it. Definitely gonna keep pursuing film. Hope to create many more.
Just wanted to ask, when is this gonna get is it gonna get released anywhere?
Yeah. It's going into film festivals, and it should be up on YouTube after the film festivals, which is very good. If it does well in the film festivals, that's even better. I'll be chuffed if it does well in the film festival. So yeah, but it's I'll probably put it on my socials, which will be in the description as well, so you can check up on it. Maybe in like 2 weeks, it'll probably be on YouTube. So yeah.
Bro, it's gonna be ads every 5 minutes. Hold on, let me just check. Um,
But what about you? What are your experiences with the film world?
um, well, if you follow me on Letterboxd or anything, I don't have much of a following on there, but ours that you would know that I'm a bit of a sad kid when it comes to film. I grind the shit out of film. Um, I kind of watch a little bit too much right now. I say that, but there's plenty of films that Isaac wants me to watch, and I still need to get around to a lot of films. But the thing, I was thinking about this today as well. Oh wait, am I going off on a tangent? What was the question?
Your experience with film?
Um, maybe it's best to just let it flow, let the tangents. Maybe
Yeah. I got
I was
no
thinking
problem.
today that on my letterbox it says I've watched about 400 films this year,
Mm,
and I was just thinking that when I'm 26 years old, if I keep that up, I will have 4,000 films.
mm,
And there's so many people that don't even have near that much.
mm,
And there's plenty of people that I follow that are of decent age
mm,
on that app.
mm,
And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to. I mean, it's happened where I go on TikTok or whatever, and there's like those slideshows of films that people are recommending or whatever, and I've seen like half them. It's actually really nice, but
I mean, yeah, you do watch a lot of films. I try to watch as many films as I can, but I've only watched about 140 this year, which doesn't come close to 400. But
400 is like sad era.
actually, yeah, that's a lot of movies. But I don't know. It just shows the love for the passion, and I think the more movies you watch, just makes you a more interesting person. Because movies are pretty damn cold, if I do say so.
For real, for real.
Mm.
Well, that's the first 10 minutes of the OLI BEV show.
Show.
W. We were debating whether it should be show or podcast. Um, we're hoping this will probably just be on YouTube as well. We should probably say this at the end again, but
Mm.
we're hoping if it does kind of get a bit of a following after a few episodes, we'll try and maybe sort something out on Spotify or something like that, wherever you guys want it. I'll put it on there wherever you want it. Just let me know, and I'll try my best to get it on there if this does end up working out and all that. But
Mm.
is there anything else about film or
Well, what, anything specifically you'd like to ask?
um maybe just someone? What is a director you're looking forward to watching more films of?
Definitely Akira Kurosawa. For those who don't know, he's a Japanese director. He's directed titles such as Seven Samurai, Ran, and Akira. If you know what any of those movies are, you're doing well. He makes amazing movies. I believe he's the best director of all time. He's not my favourite, but he's so gifted in the craft. I I've yet to watch Ran and Akira, but Seven Samurai is an all-time classic and banger. Got a little bit of a long run time, bit like 3 hours and a half, but Killers of the Flower Moon is pretty similar. People seem to be enjoying that. What about you?
Hold on, bro. What is this flashing?
On button, bro. There's no way that was annoying you that much. Oh. There's like this orange symbol on the probably cut that out. I just direct.
Anyway, guys,
Sorry about that.
what we doing? My favourite, someone on
Wanting to watch more of a director, who would it be?
right now. I'm torn between two. It's probably either Toby Hooper, rest in peace. He made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Poltergeist. I've watched those are two I've watched. Those is my most famous as well.
Mm.
Instant tens, in my opinion. Looking forward to watch more of his stuff. Or you already know John Carpenter. I've only watched The Thing, but oh no, and I've watched Halloween. Both tens, in my opinion. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, John Carpenter is extremely gifted as well. The Thing is an all-time classic. I love The Thing, absolute banger. But also Escape from New York is another John Carpenter classic. Also Big Trouble in Little China. What a movie. Yeah, John Carpenter's really talented. There's loads of talented directors. I mean, you got the big names like Kubrick, Tarantino, Scorsese, Fincher, Nolan. You got all those, but as soon as you dig deeper into film, you find so many more people and so many more gifted people. Yeah, it's so interesting to do that. If you're into film and you have Letterboxd, I know for a fact that you've just gone on an absolute rant of directors. You go through all their filmography and you end up clicking on a film and going through the actor's filmography. Yeah, film is pretty damn interesting.
If you're interested in our Letterboxd, guys, I'll leave it in the description below. You already know. Leave us a follow. But can I ask you a question?
Of course we can.
What is your favourite film of all time, and why?
That's a hard question right now because I'm a little bit torn between the Kubrick's The Shining and The City of God. The City of God I watched recently for film studies I do at sixth form, and it shot right up to number 2. That film is an absolute masterpiece. All of the characters and the plot and the cinematography is all insane. But also The Shining, I have like I guess a nostalgic love for that. I know it's a horror film, but I get like a warm feeling every time I watch it. I love that movie so much. Jack Nicholson is so gifted, along with Kubrick and Shelley Duvall. All the actors in that movie are just amazing, and the plot is crazy good. That's why that movie's my number 1. But again, City of God, extremely good as well. For those wondering, John Carpenter's The Thing is third as well. I could often put those 3. I could argue putting all those 3 number 1. They're all amazing. What about yourself? What is your favourite movie of all time?
my favourite film of all time is Apocalypse Now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. The thing is, you have Apocalypse Now and you have The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, and they're all so good. The Godfather Part 2 is my third favourite Francis Ford Coppola. Like, it could easily be my third favourite film of all time. Like,
Apocalypse Now is very good.
I used to have The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2 above Apocalypse Now, and then I rewatched Apocalypse Now, and I loved it.
Mm.
But yeah, definitely watch that film, guys. Definitely, Apocalypse Now,
I can recommend that one as well. It's a very good storytelling.
with starring Martin Sheen, with Martin Sheen's best performance and Marlon Brando's second best performance, maybe third best. Alright, guys, we are back and we are chilling. Putting something on TV currently. Not Seinfeld. Why should I put that thing we were on? Maybe spice it up a bit with the Zelda. Hashtag ad.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. Currently waiting for the background gameplay. Come on.
Anything you want to talk about? Fortnite?
What about Fortnite?
They're banning guns, guys.
They are banning guns. Guns on skin. That's pretty crazy. I think it's a pretty poor choice if you ask me. In a game with guns, why is banning guns, you know? Pretty silly.
Thoughts on Fortnite at the moment then?
I'd say Fortnite's pretty valid at the moment, I can't lie. Kinda revived it with this OG season. But it's still equally as mid if you look on the look deeper. Fortnite is kinda fell off, I can't lie.
They need to give us some easier lobbies, because when we play...
Yeah.
I was playing some solos today, and got a cheeky dub. But the thing is, solos is so weird.
Yeah.
It's like the thing is, I'm like better than you at Fortnite, right?
Alright.
I'm just saying. And
Yeah,
then because I'm in your lobby when we play duos, it puts two players that are my skill level against both of us. And
sometimes I hard carry though, let's be honest. Those times when you're downed and I kill both, that's cold as hell.
For real.
But yeah, it's weird because I get cheeky dubs when I'm playing solos as well. And the last guy's always it's either AI or like dog shit player. But then when I play with you, yeah, we're getting gods. Pretty tricky scenario.
Anything else? Thing is, we were saying before that we don't know what like the maximum time that we could do it, right? But we thought that we could ramble on for hours, which we can. But
I could ramble on, but I mean, we could talk about film. It's just
thing is that Joe Rogan, he does weed like when he's doing the podcast, so he just the words flow. That's what he says.
Yeah, I understand that. That's we should do that.
And did I tell you about the Post Malone thing as well?
What, the event?
No.
Oh.
The event?
Yeah, there's an Apex Legends Post Malone event. Yeah, I know.
But Post Malone was on Joe Rogan again. It was like a 6-hour episode. I watched all of it. and there's this bit where he talks about weed, and
Mm.
he says that he doesn't do weed anymore
Mm.
because he did weed once, and he he hasn't been the same since.
Mm.
He like sees his life as like as like a video, like he's
Mm.
not in control.
Mm. Yeah, I get that.
But
It's pretty wacky stuff.
yeah.
The Fortnite experience.
Have you seen that all the memes going around about Fortnite as well? Another, what was it? Another victory
Another
for the
day, another
yeah,
victory for the OGs. Taking out the sweats. Yeah,
the
it's pretty funny.
imposters among us.
Yeah.
I've changed up the video, guys,
Mm.
to Zelda.
So, what do you... Yeah, I don't know, bro. Fortnite killed it, bro.
I mean, we could just
We
chill.
can cut this, we can cut this.
Thoughts on the food? We've just had some food, guys.
We did just have some food. It was very good. I'm always over having Ollie's dad cook, and that guy makes some meals, bro. Today we had some like lemon chicken potato thing.
Yeah.
It was very good. I'd give that a 9.5, just because the egg dinner was 10. Nothing will beat that. Yeah.
Do you reckon in the future we could have more than two people on the podcast?
I think we can totally, definitely. I think, of course, people are definitely invited.
Very
I think 2 people would be quite interesting as well.
Just gonna have to improve the setup, all of this. You know, I'm currently got a gaming headset on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a request to the viewers. Please edit me. I'd like to see a TikTok edit, please, guys. Please, I'm begging you, edit me.
I agree. I think this guy should be edited. That'll be a cheeky little edit right there.
Do you have any plans for what films you want to make if you had like like maximum budget?
Yes, I do. I've got a couple scripts that I've written that are not achievable at the moment. They're only achievable on a heavy budget. There's one about, well, I wouldn't really say they're about things, but I've like subjected ideas and had ideas about like the type of things I do, not like specifics. But we're currently deciding whether or not we want to pursue this movie, don't we?
Yeah.
We've got a movie idea, Ollie and I, and I believe it has potential to be very good. It'll be about, I reckon we could get it up to 11 minutes. It could be a little bit longer. I think it has great potential though. It's about, well, it isn't finalised, but for now it's about how, like, how this guy somehow is just going like kind of insane. He does some pretty bad things. Obviously it goes a bit more in depth, but I'm gonna not spoil the movie for you there. But what are your thoughts on our movie?
Yeah, I think it's got some serious potential. But I mean, the thing is, it's very I feel like with how complicated it is, it might be very hard to make it as a short film. We might have to, if we're gonna do it as a short film, we might have to simplify it more.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree.
If it were to be like a kind of thing for the future, like full length or something like that,
Hmm.
I mean, we can still do it. Maybe we can still pull it off,
Hmm.
but I do think it is a bit a bit puzzling for the viewer.
Hmm.
Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I get that. That makes sense. A feature film version would make it would probably fit better for the theme we're trying to achieve. But I don't think it's impossible for a short film length. Plus, short film doesn't have to be 11. Short film can be half an hour. So,
yeah, that is true. That is true.
and I mean, all we have to do is just be really dedicated on it, and we could do it definitely. I think it's totally achievable. We definitely need some actors. If any of you are actors, please drop a comment. Yeah, all we need is actors and a passion for it, and I reckon we could do it easily.
Things I feel like I could act, but it's just being like properly trained to do it or whatever. It's
Mm.
probably little complications that you would understand if you were like taught to be an actor and all that.
Mm. Yeah, I know what you mean. And also, I feel like it would be a bit hard for us to act because we're so visibly young. Like, I think you could tell
Yeah,
we're like 17. But and for the role, I'm thinking of picturing a guy who's 30 years old or something. So,
yeah.
but yeah, there are those. It is hard making movies when you're young because obviously budget is a problem, actors is a problem. But I think if you come out with a good result, then it's more impressive from young directors because it's harder. It's much harder. Yeah.
So how did you get into that BFI thing then? How did that even like come to you?
Well, there was a thing at my school where they gave all the film students an opportunity to apply. So you had to go up to this room and I applied and I had to do this massive like CV type of application where I just tell them about myself, why I think I'd be best suited for director, and yeah, I did it and I got director, which is amazing. And so they invited me to Hereford. I had to go a couple times, like up to Hereford and back, just to for like writing courses, because we had to create a script on our movie first, and we went up 3 more times with 3 different people. There was this guy called Daniel Alexander who taught us about directing, Red Wade who taught us about producing, and James Clark who taught us about writing, which were all very interesting courses. And we used all those skills to obviously create the movie that I was talking about, which I'm so chuffed about. I've just finished production on it today. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's how I applied. It's it's I think you can apply for it at any age though, because there was a couple like 20-year-olds in there. So I mean, like anybody could probably apply to it. Would you reckon you would?
Maybe. Do you need like certain grades for it?
No, no, no. It's literally just if they read your application and it's just based off that. If they think your application is fit for the role, then you can do it. I think
I'll have to look into it.
yeah, yeah. It's really and as much as it is informing and like helpful, it is really fun as well. I had a really good time. It's not over yet. I still have to go back to edit the movie, but yeah, production is done.
Is it you who's going to be editing it?
Yeah, it's me, the director, um, someone else who's the editor, of course, and I think Arthur might go just because Arthur, he's the writer, but he's kind of co-directing anyway. So, but he might not go. So just probably just me, the editor, and the 2 teachers. But I think the edits. We have this. I forgot what the exact name was, but it's something to do with an edit list. And on the day of production, which was today, we noted all the things down that we'd have to do in the edit. So like the fake blood we used is a bit too light because real blood's darker. So in the edit, we're probably going to have to darken that, and there's many more things like that, like cutting it up correctly, making sure the sound is all good, and making sure background noise doesn't come in, stuff like that. So yeah,
Sounds pretty good.
I also at the end of production I got to say that's a wrap to everybody. Massive round of applause after that. It was very good. Everyone enjoyed it. It was lots of fun. Yeah, very good.
What about take five?
Take five.
Take five, everyone.
Oh, no, we didn't get any. We didn't get any take fives, I'm afraid. But we did get an hour, I guess. But that was just lunch.
Or what about with the clipboard
Mm.
and
Oh yeah,
action?
we had that before every scene. I think it went something like, how'd it go? It was you had Alice, who was our teacher, go camera, and then camera person go rolling, sounding, shit like that. It was cold. And then after everyone said their lines, the last one was focus, focused. Then I'd go action, and then the scene would roll, which was cold. And I also cut, which was good. Yeah, it was lots of fun. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Just wondering how many takes does it normally take for like the actors to get it all right and everything? Is it first
Well,
take or?
mm, sometimes we did it first take, but we do multiple takes for it anyway, just so in the edit we have multiple choices if we want to put different ones in. Like let's say the actors pulled different facial expressions, then we could choose which one we preferred and
Yeah.
put that one in the edit.
Or even just like the general tone of how they
Mm,
say it
mm,
sometimes.
mm. Yeah, that was definitely key. I think I did well as the director because after every scene I'd go up to them and say, "Yeah, you've done a really good job." I'd tell them what they did great and what they could improve on. We shot every scene about 4 times because we got a wide angle of that scene, and then we got a close up of one actor, and the close up of the other actor, and then we got like a behind or like an over the shoulder shot. So we just got multiple shots of it if we wanted to piece them together differently in the edit. But chemistry wise, the actors worked together so well. They just snapped instantly. I don't think they knew each other before, but they worked so well. I think Laura was even able to break tears, which was crazy good. She was so talented, along with Fashane. They were both really good. Didn't they never had a blooper except when there was some hair in the food. We had to cut on that, but that was pretty funny. But yeah, no like mistakes. There were a couple word slip ups, but they corrected themselves pretty quickly. Really talented, both of them. Yeah, really good.
I'm just wondering as well, with an
Mm.
unbiased opinion, which part of the film was the best? Was it like the cinematography,
Mm.
the acting with the
Mm.
directing,
Maybe the directing.
or something else? I can't think
Well,
of
I
anything else right
definitely the performances. I think without those two actors, the film wouldn't have been as good as I believe it is. They were so talented, really good actors, both of them. I also think the director, he was incredible. Perfect directing by him. No, I'm kidding. The glazing is crazy, but yeah, I also think Arthur Longshaw. I'm gonna shout him out here. Amazing script writer. His dialogue was so good. He created some really good dialogue for them to use, which is really good. And I think his script, paired with their amazing performance, paired with my directing, and all the other people, cinematographer was really good. The I forgot the name. First assistant director, all the editor, producer, costume design, all of them really talented, and yeah, it all came together to make a really good movie, which I'm chuffed about. Really good.
now. And what is that blood on the shirt
This
there?
this is a little souvenir that I got. Would you like to hold that up for the audience to see? It's a little souvenir I got from Vashane, who acted for our character Max. He wore this shirt when he got shot. Not really, just for the movie, but yeah, it is covered in fake blood, and I got to keep it. So I have his worn shirt as a little souvenir, which I think is pretty cool.
Which what what is the fake
It's
blood?
just some fake blood we bought online. It was just some like spray
Oh,
bottle.
I was wondering if it was like
No, it
paint.
was real fake blood, but yeah,
God.
it wasn't very convincing. I think we're gonna have to change it in the edit. But yeah, amazing. I'm happy I could keep that souvenir. Arthur Longshore got to keep his trousers, which I questioned, but he took them anyway.
Keep
He
his
just took them. He didn't.
trousers.
Shane didn't want any of the.
Oh, wait, what? The trousers that
Yeah,
were worn by.
yeah.
Oh,
I got the shirt with blood, and he got the trousers with a little bit of blood on them, which is pretty funny. Yeah.
wanted to ask you something that
Of
just
course.
came to mind. What is the most underrated game of all time?
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to say Hollow Knight here. So many people do not know about Hollow Knight, and oh my god, that game is a masterpiece. If you like Soulsborne games, aka Bloodborne, Dark Souls, any of you Elden Ring players, you'll like Hollow Knight. It has like a Soulsborne esque type vibe to it. It's a very good game. I've completed it twice. Really good. Really enjoyed it. I've recommended it to this guy, but yet to play it. He will in the future, though, I'm sure. Very good game. What
I'll
about
have to
yourself?
play it. The most
Mm.
underrated game. Hmm. Not really too sure, to be honest. I think I'd probably have to say like a mobile game or something.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because I haven't actually played that
Mm.
many games.
What Wall Kickers?
That's definitely a
Wall
great
Kickers.
game.
I've lost a couple of hours to Wall Kickers. That is a pretty good game.
Um, but maybe if I had to, oh, there we go. Kind of came to me. From the Xbox 360,
Oh, I know what's coming. Yep.
Sonic All Stars. What was it?
Racing.
All Stars
Yeah.
Transformer
Yeah.
Racing or something?
We have played that together, haven't we? It's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's so
Mm.
good.
I'm more of a Mario Kart Wii kind of guy, but
Yeah, but that's not
oh, true,
underrated,
true,
is
true.
it? That is, but that's
Yeah,
better though, in my
yeah.
opinion, as well.
We both
But
grinded time trials for that. He had an insane Moo Moo Meadows time, and I had a really good Mushroom Gorge. I hit the if you know what I'm talking about, the final corner. Instead of going the whole way round to finish the lap, boom, you jump the cavern. 3 times in a row I did that.
too cold.
Yeah, very good. I've also played this game here. My dad showed me this. It's Zelda Ocarina of Time. Wow, what a game! This game is an absolute classic. Very good game.
Um, is there any other characters in Zelda? I only know Zelda. Is the main
No,
character even
that's
called
Link.
Zelda? Oh yeah, of course it is.
Uh,
Is there any other characters in
well,
this
it
game
depends
or
which
no?
one you play. In Breath of the Wild, there's a lot of different characters. There's I'm not gonna remember any of their names. They have pretty wacky names, but there's like fat boulder dudes. There's fish people. There's bird people. Breath of the Wild is a really good game. All Zeldas are very good games. All of them. I do like me a good Zelda game. Have you ever played a Zelda?
I've never played any Zelda game,
I think Homie's missing out.
unfortunately.
Homie is missing out.
What is your
Dark
favourite game
Souls
of all
3,
time?
instantly, easily Dark Souls 3. For those who know, those who don't know, sorry, Dark Souls 3 is what I was talking about earlier. The Soulsborne games. It is an absolute masterpiece, made by forgot his name, but everybody loves him in the Soulsborne community. Dark Souls 3, if I had to sum it up, is just running through world building and fighting bosses, but the storytelling is also really good. I think if not Dark Souls 3, it'll be Bloodborne, which is just Dark Souls 3 but in London. It's not London, but it might as well be because the streets are just exactly like London. Yeah, Bloodborne's very good. I think if not those two, if I had to give a top 3, it'll be Dark Souls, Bloodborne will probably be there, and like I'm gonna say Mario Kart Wii. To be honest, what an absolute banger. There's nothing wrong with that game. What would your top three games all time be?
Hmm. I definitely know my number one. My number one is Elder Scrolls 5,
Fair,
Skyrim.
fair, definitely.
In my opinion, that is ahead of its time.
Mhm, mhm.
2011. Well, I say ahead of its time. We got like when did like Bloodborne and all
20,
that come out?
Bloodborne
Was
was
that around the
2015
same
and
time?
Dark Souls was 2016. Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, that's pretty ahead
Mm.
of its time as well. But I've played the other Elder Scrolls games. Elder Scrolls
Mm.
4 Oblivion. That's probably
Mm.
my number two, and number three is off the top of my head Assassin's Creed
Fair,
2.
fair.
But that game is so good. I
I
love
do
that
like
game.
Assassin's Creed. I put my most hours into Origins. That was really good. Bayek and that whole storyline. Very good. I didn't play, but I watched people play Black Flag. That's really good. All well, not all Assassin's Creeds. They're kind of starting to fall off, are they?
I've played a lot of Assassin's Creed
Odyssey's
Odyssey,
really good. I like Odyssey.
and I think I've got Black Flag that my brother is
Mm.
playing, and I think another one. I think like it's called like Union or something
Unity.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember if Unity's the one, the good one, or is it the one everyone hates? Oh, I don't know. One of them everybody hates, but I think my mum played Unity. Pretty good. My dad's a bit of a gamer as well. He showed me his Minecraft world yesterday. Minecraft is an all-time classic. I had to show him what the Warden was and keep him away from that thing. It was pretty interesting.
or what's that one game like the Lord of the Rings game or
Lord of the
whatever he
Rings
plays?
Online. Oh my god. Let's not get into that. That has about 100 monthly players now. Nobody plays that anymore. But yeah,
Does he still
yeah,
play that?
a little
Yeah.
bit. I don't think he does anymore, but he was playing it recently, and just to see if he could rekindle his love for it, but nah, wasn't there. Not as good as the old days. But I like that type of game. I think there's one called Star Wars: The Old Republic, which that is a good game as well. It follows the same style as Lord of the Rings Online. Really good storytelling. You can go anywhere. It's a massive open world game. Really good. Have you played? What is your experience with open world games except Skyrim?
Well, Assassin's Creed 2 is very
Mm.
open world because there's like I think it's if you go outside of the main
Mm.
area, there's like it goes on for like infinity, like
Mm.
grass and shit, and you can
Mm.
like build your own
Mm.
stuff. So that's one that I've played. I haven't really played much open world. Does Trove count as open
Yeah,
world?
I'd say Trove counts as open world. I've spent many an hour on Trove.
I've started
Oh,
Red Dead
Red
as well,
Dead. Yeah, yeah, that is a good game. That is a good game.
but apart from that, that's
Mm.
about it really
Mm.
with open world.
I think open world. I definitely prefer a single player open world game to big multiplayer games. I think multiplayer games are too stressful, or well, not stressful, but takes too much brain power. I like more of a going out in the open world and picking flowers type of game like Skyrim. I do like Skyrim and also Fallout 4. Although it's not the best Fallout, I do like Fallout 4, which is open world as well, made by Bethesda, really good as well. Yeah, yeah, video games are pretty good, I would say. I don't know if I.
What about
Sorry, go on.
That's fine. I was just gonna move on to
Mm.
COD
Oh,
for a minute.
oh, oh.
I was gonna ask which CODs
Okay,
you've played.
I've played the first ever one where you can't even sprint. I've played Black Ops 2 with my mate when we were in primary school. We shit ourselves on zombies. That gave me PTSD. I've played Black Ops 3. Um, Absolutely sweated that one. I played Black Ops 4, which I don't think deserves the hate. To be honest, Black Ops 4 is pretty good. I tried Cold War. It's kind of mid, to be honest. But yeah, I think There's a card I'm missing. Oh, World War Two. I played that one. I really liked the zombies in that one, but the multiplayer was god awful. Also, didn't they? Didn't the new one just come out? I swear.
Things like
Oh
Warzone
right,
2 or
yeah. I
something.
never played Warzone, but I know it's pretty good. You played Warzone, didn't you?
I've played Warzone a few games. Not a
Mm.
massive fan. And then the only other card I've played is COD
Oh, I've
Ghost.
played COD Ghost. That is a good game. Actually, no, it's not. I think the infected mode is really fun, and also the was it called Extinction? It was like yeah, it was
Something like
zombies
that,
but
yeah.
with aliens. That was really good because they changed it up. That was good fun, but the multiplayer was terrible.
I remember I'd rock the
Mhm,
ghillie
mhm.
suit.
Yeah, and on infection or whatever the some alien mode was called, I'd always the medic. Medic. I'd always be the medic. Medic was cold. Yeah, the CODs are good. I think they've definitely declined in quality though. They're slowly getting worse and worse. Yeah.
What a there's Last year was quite a good year for games, but this year's been pretty bad.
Last year was Elden Ring, wasn't it? Elden Ring.
Yeah, and the new
Yeah.
God of War, and then this year we've had like the Gollum game.
Yeah, last year was really good. We also got Stray, which I kind of liked. It wasn't a good game, but it was fun. Yeah. What else did you get? You got Elden Ring was obviously the best one. I mean, it won Game of the Year. I think everybody saw that. If you were a God of War over Elden Ring guy, you were just wrong. Elden Ring is clear. Obviously, it won. Yeah, not today. This year has not been good for games.
No,
Not in the slightest. I mean, what have we got?
apart from
OG
Fortnite bringing
Fortnite.
back OG.
I mean, yeah, no, pretty terrible. Except, I think not this year, but next year, the sequel to Hollow Knight comes out called Silk Song. I'm so excited for that. You play as one of the enemies which you fight in normal Hollow Knight. You play as them, which is going to be cool. You need to play Hollow Knight before Silk Song comes out.
Yeah. Just wondering what year do you think GTA
Oh,
6 will come out?
2030, easily. Easily.
I'd say in about
You reckon?
2026 sort of era. I mean, they dropped like a trailer
Oh,
or something. They dropped like a
I don't know,
teaser,
I haven't really kept up with it. Oh, maybe then.
and like the
Oh,
leaks.
yeah.
The leaks are from like a
Didn't that
year
kid
ago
get
now.
arrested for those leaks? That's crazy.
He was like 18 as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But I don't know if I'll probably play GTA 6, but I wouldn't say I'm like excited for it. Just 'cause the wait has been outrageously long.
No, I've never played
Yeah.
GTA 5.
I've never owned GTA 5, but I used to play it so much with mates. I'd go around to their house and stuff. I wouldn't say it's a great game, but it's alright. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I think other games I definitely like Skate 3. Oh, Skate 3 is so good. I absolutely love Skate 3. I've spent so many hours on that. Definitely up there in the Hall of Fame of games.
Oh, what thing does John have as his profile pic as
Yeah,
Coach
Coach
Frank
Frank
or whatever? Is that like TikTok or something?
on TikTok.
It might be. He has it as his profile pic on Summon. Or it's Instagram.
I can't. I
It
can't
might be
remember.
Instagram. Um, but Coach Frank was a bit of. It was
Yeah, it
Coach
was.
Frank, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Bit of a
yeah.
legend.
He'd also piss me off when I was 6 years old though, because I couldn't land a tray flip, and he'd be yelling at
Yeah.
me.
Just wondering, do you ever get memory loss nowadays?
Can't say I do. What?
Because I get
Oh really?
loads. About a minute ago, there was something I wanted to
Mm.
follow this up with, and I forgot it now.
Yeah, that's not a brilliant sign if you're 16 years old. Almost 17. Do you reckon
Yeah.
if you tried hard enough you could? Or is it just gone now?
It happens a lot when I'm thinking of like a film I want to search up, or like an actor I want to search up, while I'm going through like Instagram or something like that, and I'll forget what it is, and I'll go back up to the old posts of what post reminded me of it to remind me again. It happens all the time.
Yeah, I can't say I do that. I do definitely go on Instagram, and then I was like, why would I just open Instagram? Because I had an intention, but then I didn't do it. But I wouldn't say I'm developing memory loss. I think that's a bit excessive. Maybe you are. Do you reckon you are?
Tell you what though, just thought of
Oh
the
my
question.
god, he's thought of the question. Go on, lay it on.
It was, what's your favourite YouTuber currently?
Currently. I don't really watch much YouTube anymore, but it would probably just. I don't know. I think it would just be X's stream highlights. I love those. His TikTok reviews are getting a bit old now, but when he plays a horror game, it's really good. Like that Scream one, or Whisper, or whatever the hell it was called, where you couldn't make a noise unless if you screamed, you died. That was. Did you watch that? It was so funny. It was a bit boring though, because he was just so quiet the whole time. But when he died, it was really funny.
Do you know if he even streams
Yeah,
on
he
Kick
does.
that much?
I see him all the time. But I've never watched a kick stream of X. I've always just watched the Twitch ones. I wouldn't say I'm like an avid X. I used to be. I used to tune into the streams a lot, to be honest. But now I've given up. It's just so many hours putting into this blonde-haired, fast-talking idiot.
I think it was pretty crazy when he got the Kick deal, however much it was. Wasn't it like 1 million or something?
Was it 1 million? Or was it
Like
like 100 million?
I think it was
I
around
can't.
that. It's
Oh no, I swear it was like 100 million. Or was it like 90
no
million?
way. It's 100. Like that's been on for 1 billion. I think it might have been about 1 million because it was only a contract for like a year.
Was it 1 million?
It might have been more. I'm not too sure. But as soon as he got the contract, like the day after, he went live on Twitch. It's just crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Hold on. So wait, were we in the middle of something?
I don't think so. No.
Um, I think this is going to about do it
Yeah.
for the pilot.
It's been fun. I've enjoyed speaking about. I've enjoyed speaking about myself.
Make sure you guys watch the short film.
Yeah, it'll definitely be on my Instagram when it comes out. I'll probably put it on my story or something. So make sure you follow me on there.
Well, we'll probably have to do another one of these once the film is out. And
Oh,
all
of course. Oh, of course. Definitely. Yeah.
That. See how it's doing, how it's being received, all that.
And then by then you would have watched it, so you can give your thoughts, everything. It'll be so interesting to talk about. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Anything you want to plug?
No, my Insta and my Letterboxd, they'll just be in the description. Obviously, please, that'll mean the world if you go check out my movie when it comes out. That'll mean the world to me if you go check it out.
Do you know what
please do.
channel it would be on?
I think it's just going to be on YouTube, which I'll just promote it on my Instagram. So if you just follow my Instagram, I'll probably put the link or the name of it on my Insta. So if you search that up on YouTube, it'll probably be there. Or you could even attend the film festival if you really wanted to. You could watch it live in the theatre. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, please check that out. That's the most important thing, I guess. Maybe just the Insta and the Letterboxd. Please drop a follow on those. And of course, please drop a follow on the main man's as well. It'll be in the description as well. But thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's my pleasure, bro. Of course. Anytime.
Well, yeah.
That's been the OLI BEV show. I don't really have any catchphrases yet. But, as Isaac would say today, what was it again? That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, folks.
That's a wrap, y'all.